Hey boos! Hey bitches! Today I'm gonna give y'all another story time. And honestly, I'm retelling some of my story times from TikTok. But if you don't know them, then period. And if you already do know them, rock on bitches. And I feel like this is like one of the most craziest things that has ever happened to me in fucking life. And if you went to school with me, bitch, I'm not telling you who it was. Yes, bitch, this is not clickbait. I wish it was, bitch. I wish I was telling a motherfucking lie. I cannot make this shit up. I showed my teacher my coochie. And did I have a crush on this teacher? Yes, I fucking did. The icing on the cake, bitch. It was one of the most insane experiences of my life, and it still haunts me to this day. But you know what, bitch? We move. And Mr. Johnson, if you're still out there, babe. Okay, bitch. Once upon a time, not long ago, like, I was showering, you know what I'm saying? Like, as one does. Like, I was in the shower, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I was washing homegirl downstairs, right? Miss Kitty. And tell me why, like, I felt like something, like, hurt a little bit. I was like, what the fuck is that, you know? Like, so it's like, the fuck? And, like, as one does, I was examining, I was looking, I was feeling, and I was like, ow, and what the fuck, like, what the fuck is that? You know, I was like kind of like panicking. I was like, okay, what the fuck? So I was like looking, and there was like a smaller like bump, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking myself. So I'm like freaking out, whatever the case is. I hop out of the shower and I'm like Googling everything, bitch. You know the fucking vibes. If you have anxiety, bitch, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just manically Googling everything in the world. Like, why is there a bump on my coochie? What's going on? Like, bitch, am I okay? Am I fucking dying? And I was just going insane. So the next day I fucking zoomed to urgent care because I was like, I get to urgent care. Mind you, my mom comes with me for moral support because I'm losing my fucking mind. I have the worst fucking anxiety, bitch, and I will literally go insane. Actually, like, we get to the front desk and they're like asking us questions, and it's during COVID. So we're all wearing masks. And we go up to the front desk and the lady's checking us in, whatever the case is. I hear a voice from behind, like behind the lady. Like I hear someone behind the desk say, Miss Baker? Mind you, that's my last name. Kahea Baker, whatever. And I'm like, huh? Mind you, like I said, like, bitch, we're all wearing masks. So I'm like, who are you? I'm like, huh? And then he pulled his mask down. And I'm like, Mr. Johnson? What are you doing here? Because mind you, like, this man has taught basically like me and all my siblings throughout high school. Like, he taught every single last one of us, and me and all like our girlfriends, like, we all had a crush on him. We thought he was like the hottest fucking teacher ever. And he like moved away. Like, I only had him for 1 year and he ended up moving away. That was like literally the last time I saw him. Completely forgot about him. No shade. Like, just like, I graduate high school and everything. I randomly go to urgent care, and the one fucking day, bitch, the one fucking day, I have a fucking bump on my He's in. What is he doing here? I was like, Mr. Johnson? And he was like, hey, Miss Baker. He's like, uh-oh, what trouble has Miss Baker got into today? And I was like, nothing. Oh, nothing, darling, nothing. We get checked in, whatever. We say our little hellos, and my mom says hello, whatever. He walks away. Lady finished checking us in. We're sitting in the waiting room. We get called back, right? They put us in a room. The first lady comes in and check my vitals or whatever the case is. And then she's like, okay, well, your doctor should be coming in soon to check on you. And I'm like, hold on, motherfucker, wait. This shit just now hit me. This motherfucker could be my doctor. Like, he could be the one coming back to check on me. Wait a fucking minute, bitch. He could be my doctor. I was like, if this motherfucker comes back here, I will literally KMS. Like, I will KMS right fucking here. I was like, ain't no motherfucking way, ain't no motherfucking way, bitch. Like, we get knocked on the door. Bitch, I'm sweating. I'm like, oh shit. Like, fuck, bitch. No. It can't be. Like, bitch, I'm literally like, bitch, I'm like, you know, hot and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, who's gonna walk through this motherfucking door, bitch? And then the door opens and it's the lady again. And she's like, oh, I forgot something, ha 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 ha. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, like, do you know what doctor's coming back? And she was like, oh yeah, Mr. Johnson. Okay. Mr. Johnson, like as in the Mr. Johnson? And she's like, yeah, Mr. Johnson. I'm like, this is a joke. A sick one. Like, it might be punked. Just cut the cameras dead ass. I'm like, no. And I'm motherfucking way, bitch. No. No, bitch, ain't no motherfucking way, no motherfucking way. So I literally asked her, I'm like, hey, like, I'm like, are you sure like there's no other doctors that can come back, or like a female doctor or anyone? And she's like, no, like, he's the only doctor we have in today. And yeah, so I'm like, I could either make a run for it, like jets, hit the motherfucking jets to my car and bounce, or I can stop playing with my life and get checked up and see what the fuck's going on. Because at the end of the day, bitch, yeah, whatever, like, it's embarrassing. Like, I don't want my teacher to actively be in my coochie. But I don't know what the fuck's going on and I need to be checked up. I chose to stay. And I'm like, I'm just gonna thug it out, bitch, and keep it cute. Period. 5-10 minutes later, Mr. fucking Johnson walks into the room. Still fine as ever. Mr. Johnson, no, he fine, girl. That's not motherfucking shade. Girl, still very much fine and still very much that. I was like, okay, shit. You haven't aged today, Mr. Johnson. And I said, hold on, I'm very much, I'm a grown-ass woman now, Mr. Johnson. What's up? Period. You know those teachers that very much have like that like flirty energy, like it very much gave that, like very much like, what trouble have you gotten into today, Miss Baker? What are you up to, Miss Baker? Oh, she's nothing but trouble, that one. Like just very much like being like, Mr. Johnson, shut up, period. Forgetting I'm actively there for a bump on my coochie, but anyway, bitch, we're over here giggling, whatever the case is, reminiscing, catching up, ha ha ha. And then, bitch, he drops a bomb. He's like, so what can I help you with today? Oh my gosh. Pull the fucking trigger. Put it in front of my face and pull the motherfucking trigger, bitch. I was ready to go. I was like, at that point, I was like regretting all my decisions. I was like, maybe I should have made a run for it. Maybe I should have. I was like, yeah. So, Mr. Johnson, actually, there is like, I don't know, like a little like bumpiana, my coochiana, and I just like need to be examined, you know what I mean? I just need to know what's going on. Literally sweating bullets, bitch. I am so fucking embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I mean, I wanted him to see this thing, but not like this. Not like this. Not like this. And I'm just like, fuck this. I have dreamt of this day since I was a freshman in high school. I was like, not like this. So I tell him the story, whatever. I'm like literally so fucking embarrassed. I'm sweating, I'm shaking, my heart is fucking pounding. And he's just like so nice about everything. He's like, oh yeah, of course. Like he was like, now I can take a look. He's like, do you mind if I take a look? It's completely up to you. Like I wouldn't want to, like, you know what I mean? Like it's completely your decision. And I'm like, yes, Mr. Johnson, of course you can take a look. I'm like, sure you can take a fucking look. He's like, okay, so I'm gonna go step out and like I'm gonna have you just get undressed from the waist down and I'll give you this little like sheet thing and then you sit down and then I'll come back. And I'm like, okay. So I get undressed. Oh my god. It's like bitch, I feel like every time I tell a story I relive it. I'm just like, fuck, what the fuck happened? What the fuck just happened? I don't even know. I drop them drawers, bitch, sit on the bed and wait for my man to come over. Like, it's just giving not like this. In a parallel universe, bitch, I'm doing the same fucking thing, but just in a more hot way. There's like not a bump on my but yeah. He knocks, I'm like, come in. And he comes in, he puts on his gloves. Oh, my legs are closed at this point. And I'm just laying down. I'm like, why open them? He's not ready yet. But so he puts on gloves and he's like, okay, can you open them for me? Oh my god. So he's like, okay, well, can you just spread your legs for me, please? He's like, can you like spread your legs for me, please? I'm like, yeah, yes, daddy. Oh. I literally spread my legs, fucking starfishing. Legs open, legs spread it out, bitch. Like coochie exposed. Like I'm just open, bitch. I spread them. Mr. Johnson has a perfect, just clear view. Just looking. Yeah. This is happening, bitch. This is happening. This is my fucking life. Like, Mr. Johnson is looking at my coochie. And wait, bitch, just wait. Because you know what? It gets fucking, oh, that scared the living shit out of me. And guess what, babes? What do you think the gloves were for, hun? This man has on gloves, puts his hands in my cooch, and is actively spreading the lips. Looking through, examining, touching, spreading. what the fuck is my life? Never in a million years when I was literally sat at this man's desk learning from him that he would ever touch my vagina. Just never a thought, you know, it just never crossed my fucking mind. But here, life is crazy. Oh my gosh, like, just the weirdest fucking thing ever. Also, there's like another, like, an assistant nurse in there too, and they're both just looking at my coochie together. It's like a party, isn't it? I'm like starfishing, and while he's talking to me, this man is like resting, like, my knees are like this in the air, and while he's talking, he's like resting his arm on my knee, like, and just talking to me. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, Mr. Johnson, you need to quit this, like, cause one thing about me, I'm very touch deprived, so don't get my brain started to think of shit, because being the Lulu is the Salulu. We literally sit like that for such a long time. Like, my coochie is just out for a long ass time. And tell me why they like start cracking jokes. Coochie's still out, and they're just like cracking jokes, and we're all laughing, and he's just still looking and like talking and like looking, and I'm over here having a laugh and a giggle with my teacher as my just out. I just never knew life could get this crazy, you know? Like I feel like I have reached peak life experience, because what is happening? And tell this nurse, okay, bitch, this nurse, she tried to throw my ass under the bus. Tell me why they're cracking jokes. I forgot what joke they were cracking, but they were cracking jokes. We were all laughing or whatever. And she gonna talk about and it's so funny because like she didn't even like want, like, she asked for a different nurse before because like she was embarrassed that you were like her teacher. And she didn't want like you to see. I was like, bitch, okay. I don't know what you're trying to do here, bitch. I don't know if you have a crush on him and you're trying to like ruin this fucking moment for me, bitch. But listen, shut up. He could have went his entire life without knowing that. You know what I mean? Like, that was like our little secret. And like for her to really expose me like that just really shows me that she ain't about that life. Like, bitch, you're not a girl's girl. Because why the fuck would you expose me like that? Like, girl. And he just laughing. But bitch, it was his arm resting on my leg. It was his arm resting on like my inner thigh for me. Like, bitch, bye. Like, Mr. Johnson, you are so fucking fine. Like, please hit me up. I looked and he has an Instagram and I was like, what is this he? Like he's one of those old people that like don't post regularly on Instagram. I'm like, Mr. Johnson, like, baby, we want to see you, babe. Is it okay? Basically, Mr. Johnson is just telling me that like it's just a minor infection. You just take like a few little like antibiotic pills for like a week and it'll go away, which ended up happening. Thank God. Mind you, bitch, I was Chewbacca like a motherfucker, bitch. You know I'm very like comfortable with my body hair. Like, I just don't care is what it is. Bitch, tell me why. It just hits different. Like, I don't really mind when people see my like armpit hair or like tummy hair. Like, it is what it is, bitch. But it just hits different. It's different. This yo coochie, bitch. It was jungle down there. It was a jungle, bitch. I mean, literally, like, but he a grown ass man. That's the name though. The difference between Mr. Johnson and y'all and these little ass boys. He's a grown ass man, bitch. He knows what a hairy coochie looks like. And period. Like, he knows what's up. Period. Like. Mr. Johnson is so fine. Like, even afterwards, he was like, after I got dressed, like, and we like a little evaluation talk, whatever the case is, like, he was still just cracking jokes. Like, he was so cool about the entire thing. Like, everything he did, like, he was just such a hottie. Like, and the way he was like touching on me, like, during the examination, like his hand resting on my leg. Like, you did not have to do that, Mr. Johnson. Shit. Damn. I'm fantasizing about it. Had me thinking some wild ass stuff, Mr. Johnson. Yeah. He was like, okay, well, I'm gonna step out and you're gonna get dressed and then we'll like have a little discussion and I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do and all this. So I'm like, okay. He leaves the room. Me and my mom are dying. When y'all ask me if my story time are satire, it's a low-key disrespectful because it's like, y'all have no fucking clue what I've been through, okay? Like, imagine being in my fucking shoes. Everyone was like, oh no, because I told a story before on TikTok. And I was like, oh no, girl, I would have ran out right in there. Like, no, like, bitch, I put my big girl panties on. I stayed and I let this shit happen. It was the craziest shit ever in life. Like, I like stalked his Instagram after this. Should I shoot him a follow? I'm definitely not, because I don't want him to see this. Like, if he sees it, it's fine. Like, he's definitely one of those, like, cool teachers that, like, wouldn't care. But, like, still, like, I don't need Mr. Johnson to see that I was... The fact that I'm over here drooling and I was actively there because I had a vaginal infection. Like, that's not very attractive, you know? That's not very attractive. It's the way that, like, I'm actively... Like, I'm so delusional. I'm like, OMG, like, he's touching me. OMG, it's like, that's kind of like hot. Like, he's touching me. Like, OMG, he's like laying his, like, he's like resting his arm on my inner thigh. Like, that's so hot. Like, like, what is wrong with me? Like, I guess I'm just a girl. It's a crazy ass thing to say. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm actually insane. Like, this is not normal, like, or natural. Like, the way that, like, me being terrified of whatever it was, like, just went out the window when I saw that it was my old teacher, and now I'm over here, like, geeked and, like, fucking, like, this is not real. I'm not real. Like, I am not a human being. Listen, it was during quarantine, like, bitches were bored. We had literally nothing to do but stare at walls all day. Like, of course I'm gonna stalk this man's Instagram and make an entire scenario in my head of why, like, we need to get married, or, like, you know, this being, like, our, like, how did you meet your father, like, origin story. I'm being delusional, and I'm, like, over here, I'm living for every second of it, and that's fucking fine. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm literally just gonna shut up. Cause I'm embarrassing. I embarrassed myself. Like, I'm literally so fucking embarrassing. Mr. Johnson, if you ever stumble across this video, like, hit me up. I take email, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have, like, an old phone, because, like, I know, like, you're kind of, like, older, like, if you have, like, an old phone, like, you can always, like, email me. Like, I'll answer emails. Mr. Johnson, if, like, you're watching this, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so embarrassing. Like, but I didn't mean everything I said. No, I'm totally kidding. No, I'm not. No, I'm actually kidding, Mr. Johnson. I'm so fucking sorry. Like, I'm so embarrassing. I went home and told my my sisters, and they freaked the fuck out because what? And they're like, no fucking way. I'm like, bitch, way. Like, bitch, if you couldn't tell, my daddy issues are very much alive and well. Like, the guy who plays, like, McDreamy in Grey's Anatomy, I always thought he was so fucking hot. Like, honestly, I think even as a kid, I was like, damn, like, he is so fucking hot. And even now, like, with his gray hair and shit, like, girl, he is so hot. Like, my daddy issues are, like, very sometimes, because it's like, he's hot and I acknowledge that, but then there's some other guys who I'm, like, absolutely disgusted by that. I'm just like, ew, like, get the fuck away. Like, sometimes I like older men and sometimes they disgust the fuck out of me, and I'm like, ew. It's like, I never know if I want to put on gloss or not. Ooh. I need to put on my I need to put on my, I wish I had setting spray, but I don't. Jewelry, my earrings, and my necklace. Then I'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please comment down below. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please boost this video and help support my YouTube channel. It really helps me out so much when you just watch my videos. But I love you guys so much. Please don't think I'm too crazy. Like, I am crazy, but I'm not like psycho, you know? Please share this video with a friend, and please help boost my YouTube channel and support me, please. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.